What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. Hope everybody's doing great. I hope your week's off to a good start. Let's take a look at the astrology. We got a moon that's done with Scorpio. It's now in Sagittarius and definitely trying to expand our emotions, expand our realms, our realities, our intuitive thoughts, our beliefs, maybe having us want to go out and be adventurous today. It can definitely feel like a rising of the Phoenix day after the last couple days with Moon in Scorpio and first quarter lunation square. So definitely feels a little bit more open today and less. We come out of the darkness a little bit, come out of the weeds, out of the depths of our own feelings, and we get to explore those feelings more and, come to different understandings of what that looks like. The moon's going to square Mercury, though, early in the morning. Mercury's in that yod with Pluto and Neptune again. So very interesting. And of course, we have the moon that's going to sextile Pluto and Juno. We have a little sextile triangle. So there's a lot of things like kind of popping today. Definitely trying to get our emotions, like they're kind of ready to just expand and kind of like say screw it in a way, and like let's just have some fun. And then Mercury's at this 0 degree, very very strong in its home sign of Virgo and retrograde, like definitely having us like backtrack and kind of go over certain things. So we're trying to get our emotions and our mind on the same page, while we're trying to expand and everything. Mercury's like, hold on, did you pay attention to the details of all the things that you just felt, or are you just going to go be all willy-nilly and just go run off and be some, I don't know, go on some crazy trip emotionally or just in your day-to-day life. So trying to kind of check us, but it's good to kind of check the fine print on certain things and not just believe everything's going to work out, So it's kind of like one of those days where like, okay, a lot to explore, things are feeling better, things are opening up, but well, did we read the fine print on the trip we're going on? Because it turns out there's a 2-day layover somewhere you don't want to be. Use that example as you will in your day-to-day life, but like it's kind of important to pay attention to things. The better we pay attention while simultaneously free ourselves internally, the better. So we're trying to merge these two things to come to an understanding. And the way Mercury's being yachted by Neptune and by Pluto is like Mercury's not really sure what it knows and what is a fact right now, and what the routine's supposed to be. So it's trying to be empathetic to itself here while also judging itself intensely and like trying to fix things in this very like deep, intricate way of like putting everything exactly where it needs to go to get a better result. So, being open to fixing things is great. Doing the necessary to get things into a better place is great. We want to stay free, but we want to read the fine print. That's kind of the theme for today. Mars and Jupiter, 16 degrees. Love that. Makes a 7. Big new stories of our identity, of our ego, of the truth of our ego in many ways, and cycles are changing. So we're all going to get some nice truth bombs about where the journey is really going, what the journey looks like in the community you're in. Maybe communities are changing for some people. I could see some people like thinking they got to move right now. Very interesting. Kind of like feeling like I'm, a little disconnected from maybe people around you, trying to find, like-minded communities, like-minded groups. Definitely that, fits your independence better, fits your individual truth. So big stories, lots of things to contemplate, lots of things to try and figure out, almost too many things to just figure out. So kind of like don't confine yourself to all these layers of what we can linearly figure out. Like trust your intuition. That's the other thing too, is like we don't want to get too caught up or distrust our intuition. Like let the channel come in to get you in the flow of where the journey's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Mercury's at 10 degrees of Virgo and hitting that second decan here and trying to feel as good as it can, but it kind of knows it has to put work in to feel good. It has to do the necessary things to get the results it wants, to get the money it wants, to get the love it wants. there has to be effort put in. The moon's going to square Venus by the end of the night, and maybe that's having us realize, ooh, probably shouldn't have booked that trip. That wasn't very responsible. I needed that money for something else. So we got to be a little bit careful too. Mars Jupiter can have us kind of want to overdo things or be a little gregarious or just very, very, very impulsive at the same time. So we want to be conscious today of what we're doing, what we're exploring. Have a good time, of course. Try to feel as best you can. We don't need to feel like the moon's in Scorpio anymore. It's not. So I think things are opening up, but we're still being met with these responsibilities. We're being met with like the reality of certain situations and how we can expand the world that we live, but not overindulge at the same time or feel like we're disconnected or too far away from also indulging in the things in life that are within our own means, that are within our own grasps. And yeah. And then the sun, 21, going to get close to 22 degrees today, and we're in that sextile. I'm sorry, that trine with Chiron and Aries. So a lot of healing of our ego, healing of our heart is taking place right now, and that's outstanding. We want to definitely, I think, see all the growth that has taken place, see where the feelings have, led us, but, remember to be in control at the same time and not be too, I don't know. It's almost like it's fun to have fun, right? But then you have too much fun and you kind of are like, ooh. It reminds me of when I used to drink, right? Like having a great, oh, I'm having so much fun tonight, and then waking up the next day and then beating myself into oblivion because I knew I shouldn't have drank so much and being super hard and critical on ourselves. Like, again, if we need to do something or if we learn some lessons, like, let's not be hard and critical on ourselves. Let's identify the things that we can make better and expand on those things and really put them to work and put them to good use. And, of course, see what the tarot card has to say. Oh my god, the Three of Hearts. Oh, heartbreak card. Ah. I don't know. I mean, reality can kind of make us feel heartbroken at times. It can make us feel a little crushed, but this is again like swords, and it deals with the heart, so it's a mental issue. We got to figure out some mental issue today that's keeping us down, that's not letting us expand, but also not just discounting thoughts. Like, if it's logical and it makes sense, like, why are we just gonna override something that we know is true and we know is good for us too? So it's definitely, pay attention to the thoughts, but don't beat yourself up over it. Don't let even being responsible, right, kind of like jar you away from your freedom, because in some ways, like, following, something disciplined in your own life is a form of freedom, because it's your rule for yourself, and that's freedom, right? Make the rules for yourself. There's got to be some order in life, so we're having to get tested from this expansion, seeing things, having all this fun, but also there's order that has to be had, and we don't want to drag ourselves into, a dark place mentally that hurts our heart because we can't figure a way to kind of do both. Today's like, how can I do both? I need to be a little bit responsible, but I want to have a good time and I want to open up, and I'm tired of feeling, all this psychological emotion that I'm going through. Trust your intuition. Don't beat yourself up if you're wrong. Love yourself. Lots of healing's taking place for a lot of people, and a brand new story's underway, so enjoy the ride. I love you all. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.